Donald Trump scolds China over inaction following North Korea's missile test. "They do nothing for us." Donald Trump has slammed China after North Korea said on Saturday it had conducted another successful test of an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM. On Saturday, the president wrote on Twitter that he was very disappointed in China and that Beijing had done nothing for the United States in regards to North Korea, something he would not allow to continue. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un personally supervised the midnight launch of the missile on Friday night and said it was a stern warning for the United States that it would not be safe from destruction if it tries to attack, the North's official KCNA news agency said. North Korea's state television broadcast pictures of the launch, showing the missile lifting off in a fiery blast in darkness and Kim cheering with military aides. The test fire reconfirmed the reliability of the ICBM system, demonstrated the capability of making a surprise launch of the ICBM in any region and place anytime, and clearly proved that the whole U.S. mainland is in the firing range of the DPRK missiles, Kim said with pride, KCNA said. DPRK is short for the North's official name, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. China, the North's main ally, said it opposed North Korea's launch activities that run counter to Security Council resolutions and the common wishes of the international community. A foreign ministry statement added, "At the same time, China hopes all parties act with caution, to prevent tensions from continuing to escalate, to jointly protect regional peace and stability." In a tweet, Trump said, "I am very disappointed in China. Our foolish past leaders have allowed them to make hundreds of billions of dollars a year in trade, yet they do nothing for us with North Korea, just talk. We will no longer allow this to continue. China could easily solve this problem," he said in a subsequent tweet. Trump, who railed against the huge U.S. trade imbalance with China throughout his 2016 election campaign, has been considering imposing broad tariffs on steel imports. These would be partly aimed at pushing China, considered the source of major global oversupply, to shutter excess steelmaking capacity. The launch comes less than a month after the North conducted its first ICBM test in defiance of years of efforts led by the United States, South Korea and Japan to rein in Pyongyang's nuclear weapons ambitions. The North conducted its fourth and fifth nuclear tests last year and has engaged in an unprecedented pace of missile development that experts said significantly advanced its ability to launch longer-range ballistic missiles. By threatening the world, these weapons and tests further isolate North Korea, weaken its economy, and deprive its people, Trump said in a statement on Friday. The United States will take all necessary steps to ensure the security of the American homeland and protect our allies in the region. Britain's Foreign Minister, Boris Johnson, condemned the launch in a statement on Saturday. Early on Saturday, the United States and South Korea conducted a live-fire ballistic missile exercise in a display of firepower in response to the missile launch, the US and South Korean military said. The Trump administration has said that all options are on the table to deal with North Korea. However, it has also made clear that diplomacy and sanctions are its preferred course. The foreign ministers of South Korea, Japan and the United States held separate phone calls and agreed to step up strategic deterrence against the North and push for a stronger UN Security Council sanctions resolution, the South and Japan said. South Korea has also said it will proceed with the deployment of 4 additional units of the U.S. THAAD anti-missile defense system that President Moon Jae-in has earlier delayed for an environmental assessment. Independent weapons experts said the launch demonstrated many parts of the United States were within range if the missile had been launched at a flattened trajectory. Based Union of Concerned Scientists said its calculations showed the missile could have been capable of going as far into the United States as Denver and Chicago. David Wright of the Union of Concerned Scientists wrote in a blog post that if it had flown on a standard trajectory, the missile would have had a range of 10,400 kilometers, 6,500 miles. Michael Ellman of the International Institute for Strategic Studies estimated a range of at least 9,500 kilometers, 5,900 miles, and said the window for a diplomatic solution with North Korea is closing rapidly. The key here is that North Korea has a second successful test in less than 1 month, he said. If this trend holds, they could establish an acceptably reliable ICBM before year's end.